Hey everyone, it's LW Gaming and welcome back for another Langrisser video. Today's we're going to discuss about the new update that just arrived today. And speaking of which, this update is major update. In case just if you're wondering, yeah. Anyways, so first things first, let's look in the event and see what we have. And of course, since the new major update, we got a new heroes banner, Alpha and the Transcender. Anyways, these two characters are actually on the niche side. Like what I'm saying is that they don't really do much of a splash, but however, these guys are pretty unique in their own ways. Anyways, the Transcender, I've heard he has the ability that can swap the HP with your enemy. That's what I heard. And there's Alpha, who is a bruiser tank, unlike any other tanks out there. And I do hear Alpha could I don't know which character that can attack twice. I don't remember, but one of them does. But I don't exactly know who it is. So you guys might be wondering, am I gonna summon on this banner? Unfortunately, no, because for one, they don't do much benefit to my team. Because for example, Alpha, I mean she's a good choice, but the problem is that I already have a lot of tanks. If I bring another tank, it's gonna be too much work for me. So yeah, this is not worth it, my summon for this. And for Transcender, this is also not my worth because for the fact that he is great design, but the problem is that he is not Empire, so that means this won't benefit me much. But I am gonna look into their info and see what they do. Surprisingly, Transcender has a demon class and the holy class. So I think the one that's mostly used will be this class here because not a lot of people use demons because demons are really weak against holy units. Yeah, not worth the investment unless you want other skills. Which I would do if you want to get him like 100% used on his full potential. So yeah, anyways, he has some skills that could pretty much be really dirty. Let's see which one it is. That's not it. Okay, I heard there's a skill that allows you to steal HP. I mean, not to say steal, but swap them. All right, sorry about the interruptions. Uh, all right. Anyways, let's continue, shall we? Anyways, let me look at Alpha really quick. Anyways, like I've said earlier, she's a tank, bruiser tank to be exact, because like she has this skill here, frontal assault. It's very popular for like for certain units such as Elwyn and Brenda. And coincidentally, she's also having this skill in her arsenal, which is pretty interesting. And she also have this skill, which is I think it's an AOE blast if I remembered. But this is also which is very unique because for the fact that this skill not only damages your enemies but also herself. So be mindful of using this skill because if you're not being careful, you're gonna suffer more damage than you should have. So yeah, her 3C is interesting, not necessarily bad, but interesting. So anyways, like I said earlier, this banner isn't my summoning session because I'm saving it for someone that's even stronger. Which is supposedly going to be dropping around the third anniversary of Langrisser, also known as Wetam, or a lot of people call him Dark Matthew. Well, spoilers to be exact, because in case you guys didn't know, Dark Matthew is actually, uh, I don't know what he was created from, but I do know he's made from Chaos or something, like which is the antagonist or the Dark Lord to be exact. So anyways, the reason why I want to save up for that banner is because there's actually because that banner is actually treated as a crossover banner, in case you guys didn't remember. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that Dark Matthew will stay there for 4 weeks, and once those 4 weeks expires, it's gonna become unattainable for the rest of the summoning pool because he's not gonna be part of the summoning pool. He's treated as a crossover unit, which in reality he is actually original character. So just bear that in mind if you want to save up for him, because he's pretty dirty for PvP. Like he's very strong, not gonna lie. So that's why I'm actually holding off my vouchers for him. Although it might sound boring, but you had to at some point had to decide if you want to summon or not. Because as instance for this banner, I'm not gonna summon at all, but I am gonna do their stages. In the meanwhile. So anyways, we got Alpha and there's the Transcender. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna do Alpha first. And surprise, surprise, there's no dialogues for this one. And it looks like we only use Alpha for this matter. So let's see what does she have in proposal. Crystal Blade. Okay, choose one skill. Okay, so this is a choosing skill. Okay. Crystal Blade cover, attack a single enemy dealing 1.5 damage, 1.5 battle damage. Gains Amethyst cover before battle, then after battle, restore HP to 30% of the damage dealt. And the shield attacks a single enemy dealing 1.5 battle damage. Gains Amethyst shield before battle, then restores the HP equal to 30% of the damage dealt after battle. Using any of the above skills, change the cooldown of Crystal Blade to 2 turns. So yeah, this is start off as a 0 cooldown, but however, when you use one of these, it's a 2-turn cooldown. And then Crystal Rebirth takes all attacks for adjacent friendly units. When attacked and taking damage, restore HP equal to 1.5 times attack. And then here's another one. Amethyst Blast grants 100% HP upon taking damage that would otherwise have been fatal, and reduces the cooldown of all skills by 5. Also, permanently removes the Amethyst cover and Amethyst shield, making them unable to be obtained for the rest of the battle. Can only be triggered once per battle. Okay, it deals. Okay, so this is the AoE counterpart. So basically, if you use this skill, um, let's see. When you use this skill, it's going to get rid of everything you had, which is the Amethyst cover or even shield. I mean, or could be both if you have both of them on right now. So bear in mind if you're using this 3C, because this skill literally removes your protection. So be careful when you're going to use it. So anyways, let's begin. Anyways, so believe it or not, I actually did fight her before. Yeah, it could be loud, but whatever. Let me reduce the volume because in my ears it's pretty loud. All right, let's see. What should we do first? Let's do this first. This is called the lake, which is cover. There we go. We will use this. 新しい指令か? Okay, now it looks like we're in a weird position right now because like Alpha, she's currently at the low. There you go. 卑しい虫けらめ、死ね! Master からの指令はお前を殺すことだ。Okay, we need shield now. There we go. 卑しい虫けらめ、死ね! Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not this time. I will do it in my own time because like this is really confusing because I do know that Alpha is a bruiser tank, but I don't I don't actually expect her to die like this. So yeah, anyways, moving on. Gift packs. We got these ones here. Like every major update will get a custom exclusive equipment box, which is useful to some people. I myself won't you get that one because, you know, pay. Of course, anyways, I already collected those compensations for the maintenance, which is 5 training vouchers by the way, in case you haven't claimed it already. So for now, I'm gonna do some guild war battles, which is sweeping. That's all I need to do. I'm gonna do it in teams because I have another account with me right now, which in case you guys don't remember, I used to summon on that account for Mu and Epsilon, and now this account came back just for guild wars. And also I use this account for other purposes too, like allowing to fill the gap of going joint battle all by myself. Anyways, I'm just sending the units I have to do this guild war battle. Like, I always like end at 5,000 points, and then that's it because that's the maximum rewards you can get from from this kind of battle, or should I say guild war event. Let's see, do I have any more units? Oh yeah, I do have a few more. Okay, I'll use that, and then yeah, I have plenty. I have lots of units on this main account, so yeah, that's why I have so many of them that are at the level 50. Okay, we're almost there. I just gotta see if I have any more. Unfortunately, I don't have enough, but I'm gonna add some more random units so I can get this thing done. Okay, we're good to go. And boom, we're done. Exactly 6,000, which is hilarious. So yeah, here, let's see what else do we have here. Oh yeah, by the way, Endless Voyage has ended, so that means there won't be any more battles that you can done there. There's also community events which you can do. This Destiny banner is still active until next week. And same with this banner, in case you guys want to summon for these. Anyways, if you guys already got Christian, Emilia is not someone you want to get unless you want to get her as a backup option because Emilia and Christian have similar abilities, like I said from the previous major update video. And Cherie, I mean, in case you guys don't remember about this banner did get rerun, which is today, but they made one change. Like previously, it wasn't Sherry, it was Rosenseal. That was previous banner run, but this time they replaced Rosenseal with Sherry for whatever reason. Because I guess the developers know that not every players out there have Sherry for whatever reason, even though she is a free SSR unit for beginners. I myself didn't have Sherry on the alt, unfortunately, because that account was created way back before I come back to it. And for whatever reason, I didn't even snatch a Sherry, which is sad, unfortunately. But however, based on the summons like the last week when these banners began, on my ult I actually summoned on the banner with like Rachel, Lana, and Tiaras banner. Oh my surprise! I actually ended up getting an SSR on the first temple, which is a Tiar. Okay, sorry about that. It was Tiaras. The Tiaras, she is a very good tank, not tank, a very good healer to be exact, because like she has a passive healing every time whenever after battle, like she gets a healing for her allies. And not only that, she has excellent mobility. Like I don't know if there's any other healers that has 5 mobility, but so far the only healer I think about was Tiaras because she's just so good. I don't know who else has like a 5 movement and the healer. Let's see, SSRs. Because like the only hero with a healing role with a 5 movement is TRS herself. Let's see who else is on there. I don't remember anyone else that has a 5 movement that also uses heal, but yeah, I don't think there's anyone else that does that here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't see anyone else here. Okay, yeah. So far according to what the limit is Secret Realm event. Yeah, that's gone. There's no more Endless Voyage at this time, but hopefully we might see it return soon. But anyway, some guys may be asking, how's my run? Well, it was pretty rough because this time around they spiced up the difficulty, which is not something in my favor. And secondly, even though that mode is actually pretty fun, there's always randomness going on in that mode, which unfortunately I wasn't able to finish and get SP Narm, which is totally fine because I don't usually use her back in the day because I kind of I kind of just focus on some of the units I want to use, but Narm isn't one of them. So I can hold it off in case. I mean, I don't know when they're gonna do another dimensional expedition. I do understand that not every players here like this kind of mode, but however, there are some benefits to do this because like we can redeem some of the stones we have or we missed. Like for example, Freya's Heart of Desire. That was that was once as a Secret Realm reward, and in the time when SP heroes were introduced. Yes, that's right. The first time when they got introduced, SP Freya is the reward from the Secret Realm limited event, which is which is great because like people can start making SP characters on their own time. But now I'm feeling that they're gonna bring back SP Norm's Heart of Desire on the Guild War whenever it's coming back because I have no clue when they're gonna do the rerun like this. But anyways, because the first time it ran, it was pretty bad received. Like badly received means that the event is really long. It's like 6 weeks event, but when the second time it ran, it was a lot smoother because everything went faster than before, and also in exchange of that, they cut down the duration by half, which used to be 6 weeks. Now it is down to 3 weeks. So that way, it will be a little bit fast paced because at this time the event was based on speed. When like how long you have completed the how long would it take to complete the event? So yeah, that's one thing I'm speculating. I think they're gonna keep the same way for the next rerun, but anyways, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. What I'm hoping is that they could bring back a SP Norm because I mean they did the same thing with Freya, so I don't see a reason they wouldn't do that for Norm. So anyways, we'll see when the time comes because like it. Anyways, for a lot of people wondering about what about SP Hein? Well, he didn't accompanied by any other event rewards, but rather Guild War to be specific, because I don't see him anywhere else other than the Guild store, the Guild expedition store. What I mean. And then for Covians, is an interesting one. Interesting mechanic. I managed to get this here. Unfortunately, I didn't show out the video because for one, it's really challenging, and I believe your team will be different than mine. So it's probably not going to be valid if you want to watch the guides, which is totally fine. But the problem is that it's probably not worth your time because for one, my team is actually very different than yours. In case if you're curious, because I'm worried that if my strategy works, yours wouldn't be working either. So I don't know if that's even going to be good. So, anyways, I can't really tell what team you're running with, but just so you know that everyone's teams are different. Sorry about that. Anyways, the timing is actually pretty late for me, so that's why I was feeling a little tired, but I'm okay because I just got up. Yes, I understand. I actually woke up a little late, but whatever. Oh yeah, by the way, so far, based on the characters I have, I finally able to set foot in Apex Arena. Well, I don't usually do much battles here because I myself just do the qualifying matches and then get qualified, and I'm starting at bronze 3 to be to begin with because to be honest, this is my first time doing Apex Arena. And I gotta tell you, the experience with my experience with Apex Arena is actually in the mix because for one, it's fun, yes, and two, it's also stressful because you had to deal with players that will ban your powerful units. Like this is my current box, like right now. Like last time I had these three as mercenaries, like I actually removed some of the units here so that way I can fit those mercenaries in here. So that way they will have a better chance for my victory. But however, this box is quite decent, but there are some flaws with it. Like for one, this box only has two tanks, which would possibly make my teammate, not my teammate, my opponent ban both my tanks, which is a big flaw for me because like for a fact that some boxes require some tanks, but sometimes I even win without a tank, which is a bit of a surprise, yeah. But however, like what I'm saying is that even though if both your tanks are banned, don't give up because you can still win with a team you have. So, anyways, my boxes it contains heroes that built well in the past, but however, there's some that will be used as a bait. So, anyways, so what I'm saying is that what I'm trying to show you what these characters I have here does. So, anyways, for Elwin, he's my mainstream unit that I use for Apex because he's the strongest SP hero I have currently. Well, minus the part of Ultimuller because like I have Ultimuller, but I do not have his stone yet. And same with Sigma, but I'm not into the assassin class yet because like Sigma is a different factions wise. Like for example, he's part of protagonist and Ulas Legends, and he's not part of Empire, so that's why he's not in this box. Anyways, this box is primarily used as a as like a mix of support or offense. I just picked the best ones out there. So, anyways, this is in a mix of Legion of Glory and Empire. Well, with a few of them that are not even in the same faction as this. And I had to know I had to let you know that Rachel she's just here to bait. Yeah, I'm just wanting to get that out there because I don't usually use her in Apex, but I'm gonna throw off my opponents with this. Like, I mean, if they ban her, that's great for me because for to be honest, I only use her as bait. And same with Kyura. She's also a threat as well, but to be in truth with you, she's only there for bait. Just so you know. But however, sometimes you can see my playoffs like Lucretia is also banned with Kyura, which is totally fine because I always have another alternative. And of course, Yulia is a great Apex choice because like she can heal and also deal a lot of damage because most of the units out there are physical attackers, so Yulia will be able to outrank them if she's not banned. That is. And Rosenseal, she's on the both side. Like she could be a bait or even a healer I could use to stop the debuff madness. But most of the time she will get banned. So I sometimes have a I sometimes might have a chance to use her if I could. And Tiaras is an excellent healer and still good to this day because she has passive healing, which is pretty nice. And also Christiane, she's my newest tank, and she's gonna be fighting with us in a box alongside with Amelia, just in case if she's banned. But the possibility for this is that this is the weakness. If I have if I only have two tanks, the opponent could ban both of them in one spot, which is quite dirty. Not gonna lie. And of course, with the newest additions like these two, like Leon and Bernhardt, I actually awakened them like a few days ago. Like Leon is actually an excellent choice for awakening because he does a single attack, and then once that attack is done, and then land next to any opponents within 1 ring radius, it becomes an AoE attack, which is pretty crazy. And also his gear that allows him to inflict fixed damage to enemies, which is insanely crazy, which means extra damage. And same goes to Bernhardt, but however his is slightly different because he of course is infantry. Anyways, I built him as an infantry with werewolves. Let's see, where is he? He's in my list. Yeah, there he is. Anyways, his werewolves is actually crazy. It basically neglects the class advantages. Like for example, if there's a cavalry going after Bernhardt, Bernhardt is not gonna take too much damage because those werewolves are tanking it for him, which is pretty neat. And also, this is a new armor I got, which is the Blood Shield, the first armor copy of this, which is mind blowing. Not gonna lie. Anyways, this does makes him really bulky. And also with the recent like with the gamble I had on in the store, like the equipment store, I happen to have a third balance blade, which makes Bernhardt even better. Like his AoE like sword dance is now a 2 ring radius instead of the usual one, which is a huge feat. And then Reaper's Breath, which I think this is fixed damage applying. Yeah, it is. Same with Leon. And of course, since his mobility is not that good, I gave him speed boots. Well, speed boots isn't that great of a change, but however, it does help him out with mobility at least. But it would be better if this was Apex boots. But unfortunately, this I do have Apex boots, but this is on Sakura because like Sakura is one of my most favorite unit out of the whole game. To be honest with you, because she does help me out in a lot of situations. Like she can help me out fight against certain enemies, like especially even cavalry units, even cavalry enemies that are like low HP. I have no fear of using her against those if their HP is pretty low, because her talent prevents them from counterattacking her if her skill is higher than the enemies. So like for example, if their HP is low and their skill isn't that high, Sakura could just finish them off no matter what, which is what I like about her. And also, she has Gaia's armor, which is increases her defense because one of her passives I got for her is it decreases her defense skill, but however makes her attacks and skill stronger. And then I also got her this helmet to get her defense a little more bulky, what should say, and also Apex boost to increase her damage even more, and also makes her move forward movements. And of course, Balance Blade to make her AoE skill have a wider range. So yeah, so far I have 3 characters on my list that have Balance Blade. First one was Reen, second was Sakura, and now Bernhardt. And for the backup options, I know not I won't be able to use them at all. But however, this is worth mentioning. I do have these guys in the Apex Arena backup formation. So anyways, I think these are used for like in case if you're making a roundup of like 2 rounds. This is very useful if you want to play around with Apex duels with your friend, for example. Uh, anyways, like I mentioned earlier, I did have an alt account, so that's probably perfect example for me to practice for Apex because for one, I get to know how to strategize my box, and secondly, I'll have a good feel of how the PvP Apex Arena will feel like if you're practicing by yourself. So it's great to have 2 accounts with me to do this, which is possible. And speaking of awakening, I know this video is getting really long, but I had to get this out of the way. So anyways, based on the awakening that I did last night, I did try to awaken Aka or uh, Ayaka. Oh my god, I kept saying that wrong name. Or Aka, yeah, I mean, because in the games that I played in the past, or the games I still play today, there's actually a character that has a identical pronunciation for the name Aka. Because like, in case you guys didn't know, there's a game out there named Genshin Impact. There's a character in that game that's named Ayaka. Yeah, sounds familiar, right? Ayaka and then and oh my god. The more I think about it, the more I get confused by the name. Oh my goodness. Anyways, back on topic. So anyways, I did finish her phase 1, but unfortunately I couldn't start phase 2 because I lack of this resource, which is a bit of a problem. And yes, I could do those time risks, but however, I couldn't find the time to do so right now because I'm just recording the video. Maybe later after I finish recording, I will try to get this, but other than that, we'll see.
あたやはすごい武器持ってるしか。
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Be mindful of what I just said earlier because right now it's really shaky right at the moment. I hope it's not earthquake. Okay, yeah. Hopefully this is a problem because in the past when I felt that I was really scared. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know when's it gonna stop because I don't know because I kept feeling the vibration when I was like hovering down with my mouse. What on earth is going on here? Okay, hopefully this doesn't impact me. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Oh yeah, the training. Okay, I'm back. So anyways, it was confirmed it was an earthquake. I mean, it's not that terrible. If it was terrible, this video would have been ended, but whatever. Anyways, right now this is my current training for these soldiers. Yeah, it's still going. It's still needs some improvements, but right now is at the playable rate because like use these soldiers a lot. But anyways, I'm gonna use some of my time to get these training up as much as I can because there's so many things going on in the training. It's hard to keep up. Not gonna lie. I think the one with the most dominant one is probably the infantry, even though it's lower level than the Maholi training, which is totally fine because like right now I'm actually rocking the 40% on like everything except for some of them, like these ones. This one's actually okay, but the thing is, these percentage on here is pretty low, so I'm gonna find some time to work on these. And for Lancers, their attacks aren't that good, but however, they're good at tanking. That's just what it was. So that's what matters. And Flyers are also looking good for now. And in Expeditions, I actually use my NGs to get these resources. Anyways, I don't know if you guys have ever done expeditions at all because I don't know. But anyways, I do know some of you might still do this because it's benefiting you for your training. So anyways, this I think that's about it. Holy moly, I recorded this for like half an hour. Okay, sorry for taking so much of your time, but anyways, I ain't gonna log out there for now. See y'all later.